You walk into a cafe. The sound of spoons clinking against glass rings out. Eyes slide over you, then turn away with a half smile. You hear whispers, soft laughter, like knives scraping at your back. Your heart pounds. Your mind races. Should you smile back? Should you pretend not to hear? Should you explain yourself to save face? Most people do exactly that. They force a smile. They explain. They play dumb. They swallow insult to keep the peace. Wrong. You just convicted yourself. You just gave permission for another strike. You just told the room you're weak. Cold truth, the world doesn't reward nice. It rewards the unbroken. No one remembers the pleaser. People only remember the one who enters and makes the room's heartbeat change. Machiavelli wrote, "Men should either be treated generously or destroyed. Mercy breeds enemies." He was right. Disrespect isn't a mistake, it's a strategy. And if you don't respond with power, you're inviting more blows. In this video, I'll show you 10 ruthless rules so you're never swallowed by silence again, so your presence becomes untouchable. Number 1. Brutal acceptance. No one is coming. You fail a test. No one changes the grade for you. You lose your job. No one calls to pull you back. You collapse. No one shows up in the night to lift you. Cold truth, no one is coming. Human error, believing in a hidden hand that will rescue you. They feed the illusion that society, friends, or fate will make the road easier. No, that road doesn't exist. A 10-year-old sits with math homework. If he doesn't pick up the pencil and work the problems, the page stays blank. Parents can remind, teachers can explain, but in the end, it's him versus the paper. No one substitutes. The weak wait for a hand, they sink. The strong swim alone, they live. Simple enough for a child to see. Strength begins with brutal acceptance. Accepting there is no savior. Accepting it all rests on your shoulders. From that moment, you stop being a victim. You become the driver. This is the foundation. Without it, every other rule collapses. If you still dream someone will save you, stop here. But if you're cold enough to swallow this truth, you've stepped through the gate. Because after acceptance comes the weapon that cuts chains. Discipline.
Number 2. Discipline as sovereignty. 6 a.m. The alarm rings. The body screams for more sleep. Discipline drags you up. That's the real moment sovereignty is decided. Do you command your flesh, or does your flesh drag you? Discipline isn't chains. It's the key to the gate. People think freedom means doing whatever you feel. Wrong. That's slavery to passing moods. The disciplined man is the only free man, because he commands himself. A child eats candy whenever he wants. Cavities, pain, dependence. A child stops at the right time, stronger, healthier, not because he wants less, but because he chooses mastery. The weak wait for inspiration. They wait for the perfect day. They wait for motivation. Meanwhile, time bleeds out drop by drop. The ones who wait die in delay. The disciplined never need inspiration. They rise when it's time. They act when it's required. No audience, no applause. That's why no one controls them. Discipline is the foundation, but to build a fortress, you need the next piece, a wall to protect your attention. Number 3. Focus, the attention fortress. You sit to work. Every 10 minutes your hand grabs the phone. An hour later, the page is blank. Not because you're dumb, but because you let attention shatter into fragments. Shattered focus equals leaked productivity. Every switch forces the brain to restart. Like pouring water into 10 cups, none of them fill. Multitasking feels fast, produces slow. Single-tasking feels slow, produces fast. The weak chase everything, catch nothing. The strong choose one task, crush it. Most people write a to-do list of 15 items, no order, no priority. They stay busy all day, but nothing worth remembering gets finished. Build your fortress of focus, one main task per day, finished at any cost. 2 minor tasks, and a kill list of 3 things you won't touch at all. Simple, cold, effective. And once your focus is locked, you'll face the truth. Obstacles never vanish. The question isn't how to avoid them, but how to stand when they slam into your face.
Number 4. Resilience, rising after collapse. You fall off a bike, your knee scrapes, tears well up. But there are only 2 choices: lie there and whine, or get back on and pedal. Life doesn't reward the unenduring. Storms don't vanish because you beg. They only teach you how to row. Fail to learn, you drown. The weak snap under stress. The strong bend it into training. Stones on the path. Weak trip. Strong stack them into steps. Most think failure is the end. Failed interview, they quit. Lost love, they give up. But failure isn't a verdict. It's a gym, a place where mental muscle grows. Every fall is training, not death. The one who rises the 10th time is no longer the same as the one who fell the first. Harder, colder, unbreakable. And once you've learned to rise, you need another force, the ruthless weapon of repetition. Number 5. Consistency, the invisible weapon. 10 minutes of push-ups a day. One day, nothing. 1 week, no change. 1 year, over 1,000 push-ups. Body and willpower transformed. Strength doesn't come from explosions. It comes from layers of days stacked on days, like water carving stone, not by force, but by persistence. Genius without consistency is a firework, bright, gone. The ordinary with consistency becomes steel, hard, lasting, unbreakable. And once you've learned to repeat, day after day, the next skill is colder, standing in silence, alone, with no one behind you.
Number 6. Solitude, standing alone without fear. A child studies in a silent room. No noise, no classmates, just him and the page. And he learns faster than in the chaos of a classroom. Solitude isn't emptiness, it's the forge.
When no one's around, all masks fall. You're forced to face yourself. The one who fears solitude has never met his true self. The one who embraces solitude is free, because he no longer borrows strength from the crowd. People confuse solitude with isolation. Isolation hides. Solitude strengthens. True solitude is chosen retreat, to recharge, then return harder. The one who can stand alone can stand anywhere. The man who trains in silence enters the world with colder eyes, steady, unshakable. And once you've learned to lean only on yourself, the next step is refining your rarest resource, energy.
Number 7. Ho'oponopono certification. You can build outer power, but if inside is chaos, you'll still crack. That's where Ho'oponopono certification enters. An ancient Hawaiian practice systemized by Dr. Joe Vitale and Dr. Huel Len. It strips away heavy memories, cleanses emotional weight, and opens clarity so discipline can explode. You'll learn to turn anxiety into focus, anger into deliberate action, and you will walk away with an international certificate. Not just a course, but a tool you can apply in coaching, wellness, or daily life. The link is in the description. Number 8. Energy. Guard the fire. You sleep 4 hours. The next morning your eyes blur. Your head pounds. Your work suffers. Not from lack of intelligence, but because energy leaked. Energy is invisible currency. You don't see it, but it rules everything. Without it, all rules collapse. Discipline, focus, consistency. They're worthless if the fire goes out. A man with energy is a magnet. He walks in and gravity pulls eyes toward him. A man leaking energy is the opposite, forgettable, gray, erased. Most drain themselves on meaningless arguments, cheap drama, pointless work. Every drop wasted is like water slipping through fingers. Guard your energy like your life. Put sleep at the top. Cut empty conversations. Feed fire only into what builds you. And once body and mind are fueled, you need the next weapon, forging the body into presence itself. Number 9. Body, weapon of presence. A boy does push-ups every day. Not many, not flashy. But after months, his back is straighter, his walk more confident. At school, he no longer keeps his head down. His body has changed his presence. The body is the tool of the mind. The mind has plans. The body must have strength to execute. A sharp mind trapped in a weak body is like a king chained. Willpower exists, but power is gone. Sharp mind in weak body equals king in chains. Sharp mind in strong body equals king with an army. One path ends in wasted ideas. The other turns ideas into reality. Most train only for looks in the mirror, not for strength. When tested, they break. When challenged, they lose. Appearance doesn't save you. Real strength does.
A strong body anchors strong will. Every workout is proof to yourself. I can endure more than yesterday. That endurance shapes you into someone hard to bend. And once your body is weaponized, the next lesson is the coldest, command of time itself.
Number 10. Time. Ruthless command. One man spends 2 hours studying, 2 hours playing. Another spends 6 hours playing. After a month, one has advanced, the other is stuck. Not because of intelligence, because of command over time. Time is a blade. Fail to wield it, it cuts your life to pieces. Every hour gone is gone forever. The one who masters time becomes the driver. The one who wastes it becomes the slave. Look at any calendar, you'll see real power. The one who controls hours controls destiny. Most think there's always tomorrow. Truth, tomorrow isn't promised. Skip today, you've already lost today. Time never refunds. Time doesn't wait, it only cuts. The one cold enough to guard every minute turns years into an empire. The careless watch their life vanish into regret. And once you master time, you must be ruthless with who enters it, because your circle can lift you up or pull you under. Number 11. Endgame. Untouchable presence. In class, a quiet boy speaks rarely, but when he does, the room falls silent. Not because his voice is loud, but because everyone feels the weight of his presence. Power doesn't live in volume, it lives in silent gravity. The truly strong don't need to shout, their calm alone forces caution. Being loved is fragile, today adored, tomorrow forgotten. Being feared is unstable, fear breeds rebellion. Being respected is durable. Respect anchors itself deep, hard to erase. The weak try to prove themselves. They boast, they argue, they explain endlessly. The result? They shrink their own stature. The untouchable say less. They act fast. They appear selectively. That's enough to make others adjust behavior in their presence. No threats, no debates, just the gravity of an unreadable presence. And here's the end game. After discipline, focus, resilience, solitude, energy, body, and time, your presence becomes untouchable. Untouchable. Machiavelli knew real power doesn't rest in smiles or promises. It rests in silence, in consequence, in being unreadable. Loved, temporary. Feared, rebellious. Respected, eternal. To reach this final stage, you don't prove, you don't explain, you simply exist, and your existence alone writes the rules.